Hi, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Audrey, and we're going to read to you today our story, James and the Dragon. In a faraway kingdom lived a man named James. One day he was awoke by a loud noise. Not again. He looked outside and poof, there was a dragon. The dragon lived in a cave nearby. It was as big as a house. It had huge wings, a large tail, and purple scales. The dragon occasionally flew around, but recently it had become more frequent. In the past, the dragon caused immense destruction, plaguing the kingdom and spitting bright, burning fire everywhere. The kingdom destroyed its previous home, but the dragon inevitably found a new home. Now the kingdom's armies just stood and watched, unable to do anything, just watched, trying to avoid becoming a target of its wrath. Yet the dragon was not aiming for the kingdom, just throwing fire in the air. I am tired of this. James was angry, and he wanted to live without fear. He knew if the army was not going to act, he had to. So he took his shiny sword and left to take care of the dragon. He was on the search for its cave, knowing it would have to be bigger than 3 houses and to hold all the gold the dragon kept throughout the years, and bone-chillingly cold to keep the dragon cool. He arrived at a village and met a woman. "Do you know of any mountain caves?" She described a large mountain range in the northwest corner of the kingdom.
James set off with this knowledge and headed out of the village. He passed through the large gate in the walls surrounding the village and made his way into the forest. He traveled through the green trees and bushes of the forest. He made his way across rivers filled with colorful fish. He passed through deserts with only golden sand to be seen for miles around. He traversed cold regions covered with sparkly white snow up to his knees. Finally, he arrived at a gigantic mountain. At the top, he saw a hole in the side that was the perfect size for a dragon. "This must be it," he said excitedly. "This will be the dragon's cave." He climbed up the mountain, digging into the snow with each step. When he reached the top, he entered the cave. It was big enough for 3 dragons. It was colder than the icy streams James had crossed during the journey. It would be perfect for the dragon to move into. James climbed back down the mountain and started his journey home. When he reached home, he climbed the mountain to the dragon's lair. "Dragon," he yelled, "I found a big cave. I think it'd be perfect for you." "Oh, really?" the dragon replied, unconvinced. "How big is this cave?" "It's big enough for 3 dragons," James replied, "and colder than an icy stream, too." "Then I must move at once," the dragon yelled. So James led the dragon to the cave, where the dragon made a new home. James went back and congratulated himself on a job well done. The dragon had moved far away from people, and James was free to go back to bed. James was never woken by a dragon again. The end.
Thank you guys for listening to our story. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did reading it to you.
We also have a model of the dragon that James found a new home for. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to our story.